All right, guys. So the extra collective. Keep in mind, I want to remind you guys there are two types of subscriptions. The YouTube subscription is free. Anybody can have that one. Anybody can access the free subscription. The subscription on Facebook, that's the one. I mean, you can follow the page. You can make sure that you're following the ArtesanaDivina page. But when you subscribe, as in you click on the link that says to subscribe, that is the only one that will charge you $9.99. Obviously, not clicking the link will charge you. You'd have to accept that that's what you want. That's to watch all the part 2s. So don't get the two subscriptions confused. I keep seeing people who are like, oh, I'm afraid to subscribe on YouTube because I don't want to get charged. That one is free. It is not the one that charges you. If you want to watch the part 2s, that's the one you sign up for when you click on the link below to subscribe on the Facebook page, okay? All right, and following the page and subscribing for the page are not the same thing on Facebook. I hope you understand that. If not, please Google it. Please try to find the answer before y'all just assume. Ask me, okay? All right, so we're gonna be using Sacred Rebels Oracle deck for the theme of the second one as well. I used it for the first one. It was an amazing one. I'm so excited about that one. And then we've got Sarah Marchetti's Tarot of Dreams, which we're going to be using for the actual reading. And we're going to be using the Zodiac 108 deck again. I loved it. But we're going to... Oops. I dropped the box. We're going to be using just one so that we don't take as much time as yesterday. Because if I go over 30 minutes, Facebook gives me the hardest time about uploading. YouTube doesn't, but I'm trying to put it on both platforms, so we're going to have to be careful with the time, okay? All right. So let's start. What's the theme for today's extra collective, the second one? What's the theme? She feels, she knows. Okay. Number 22, also a master number, FYI. Okay. She feels, she knows, says, an illumination is erupting from within you as a vision that is bringing what was once obscured into clarity. This is not likely to happen as a blinding, shocking insight, but as more of a softer, gentle knowing. It is like knowing something without understanding exactly when or how you came to know it. This insight will assist you, and you are asked to honor it. You will know which insight it is at the right time. Your heart will tell you. You are therefore being asked to rely upon the clarity that is coming to you now or has just recently come. Gently but firmly from that place of knowing, intend to act and take your next steps forward. This oracle comes to you with guidance, particularly about long-range or long-term developments. Something that is far bigger than the immediate situation, issue, or moment is of importance, although you will only have a dim sense of that possibility at best. The situation you find yourself in right now may not be one of joy, but in time you will understand more of the bigger picture. You will come to see why things are happening as they are and how you are being helped on to the next stage of your path, even though it may look like an obstacle right now. You are being asked to think in terms of long-term happiness. Sometimes this warrants change or even temporary restrictions in the short term. If you can't see how the present can possibly become what you sense the future to be, this message is especially relevant. Through the natural process of transformation, great leaps are indeed possible. You simply must be prepared to surrender into the process with absolute trust. This oracle brings you specific guidance. The situations in your current life are particularly geared towards a more significant manifestation that is coming to you, according to your life path and purpose. This is a stage of preparation and of building a foundation that will hold you strong and centered as your creative journey unfolds and your life path becomes ever more brilliant and luminous. So keep plugging away, remain patient, but most of all, be hopeful and trust in the light you sense ahead of you, for it is the light that is within you, simply revealed more fully. And all that is happening now is happening to that end. Okay, so let's keep this one over here to the side. And let's get our first set here ready. What's the first set for this collective? All right, we start with the Knight of Cups. And then we've got Justice card. Okay. So far we've got water energy. The Knight of Cups could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And Justice card could be Libra. All right, we got 4 cards. 5 of Wands, Leo, Saturn. And Earth energy, Queen of Coins, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Wow. The Palace of Coins. Okay, that is so interesting to me because in the last collective, all 3 palaces showed up except the Palace of Coins. And this is crazy because it's like the continuation of it here. I love that. I love that. I love that. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm going to making sure part 2 uploads while we're doing this. Give me 1 second, guys, because I just don't want to waste time. Okay. Oh, thank God. See, as long as I keep it below 30 minutes, it uploads onto Facebook like this. I love that. Okay. So, this is crazy. We got the Palace of Coins now. So this is somebody who, whoever our character is, could be feminine energy. Definitely listen to her intuition as we got here. But one of the phrases that really stood out to me about the energy that we read was surrender. Surrendering and trusting. So she could have to go through some trials. She could have to go through some difficult situations, surrendering to the knowledge that whatever she's going through now is building her way up to manifesting something for her. Let's get some clarification because I'm very curious. Let's shuffle. All right. Start by shuffling. Clarify Knight of Cups. I can't talk today. I'm getting tongue-tied. Clarify Knight of Cups. We've got Aries energy, shooting star, quick action, wish granted, rare, falling, moment in time, luck, dynamic, incandescent, dazzled, sudden, short-lived, passionate, passing through, enterprising, and brilliant. Okay. And then we've got, Pearl. I love this. Emotional force, opening up, experiential wisdom, honesty, intuition, perception, loyalty, the moon, subconscious mind, hidden things, diving deeper, layers, developing character. So I love that the pearl is used for this because I feel like this is somebody who's going through challenges, right? And there may be moments where they don't understand why they have to be dealing with certain challenges. They don't understand why they're having to go through that. But if you think of a pearl and how they're formed, it's usually some imperfection. It starts off as a grain of sand or something else inside the shell of the oyster. And to protect, because the oyster is this, soft, squishy little thing, to protect the oyster from that grain of sand, it starts layering it with this nacre. And little by little, it starts forming this beautiful luminescent pearl. So this person may not realize that the challenges that they're going through right now are leading them towards something greater, towards a wish being granted, towards becoming this dazzling star. And this energy to me, Leo, Saturn, people forget that Saturn, yes, Saturn can be oppressive. But if you think of it this way, I want you guys to think of Saturn like this giant lid that is put on top of us, right? And so to be able to grow, it's like the lid, how to put this? I'm getting this mental image of somebody who's like trying to stand up and their back hits the lid. That strong metal lid or cement lid. This is Saturn feeling like a weight, feeling like a challenge, but in reality, he's trying to give us strength because we've got to grow strength to push that lid out, to be able to burst out. And this is related to that. For her to be able to get into the Leo energy, the fame, the recognition, some sort of accolades maybe. She's got through good challenges. It's karmic in nature. Clarify justice card. Sap, resources, needed materials, flow, wealth, essence of life, spring, blood, nourishment, sweetness, energy, vitality, grounded, roots, abundant, physical health, and life force. Virgo energy. And then we've got Sag energy. Gavel, convictions, decisions made, pay attention, offer accepted, legal matters, court order, fair, finished, being judged, bring order, serious situation, important decision, assertion. So interesting that we've got legal twice, because justice card can also stand for legal matters, right? So this could be somebody who is going to have to plead a case in some way. As in, almost like a, how bad do you want this? How bad do you want this manifestation to come to reality? What are you willing to do to make this manifestation come to reality? Do you have conviction? Do you see it as a serious situation? Have you made important decisions connected to this manifestation? Are you grounded enough? Have you created strong roots? One of my favorite examples when it comes to manifestation is the example of the bamboo. Because if you've ever read the book Atomic Habits, and I highly suggest it, that book is amazing. He gives an example of bamboo. If you plant bamboo, oh no, hold on. Where he started with we can't post this. I hate it when Facebook does that to me. So while I redo this, when we plant bamboo, it looks like nothing is happening. For the first 5 years, not a lot happens. And you might think, okay, it's just sitting there. It's not doing anything. It's not growing. It's not giving me anything. But for those 5 years, do you know what that bamboo is doing? It's creating roots. It's creating this intricate root system that's reaching deep into the earth. 5 years worth of roots. Imagine that. And I remember a friend of mine who's into gardening, when she heard that, she was like, oh, I love that, because if you ever come across bamboo, it is the hardest thing to remove. That's why. Because the roots go forever and ever. It is deeply rooted, entrenched into the earth, and trying to destroy it is nearly impossible. So I think that this is what's happening. This is somebody who does not realize that every inch that they're gaining is also an inch of strength. It's also an inch of roots, of being grounded, of having this rock solid assurance in what they're meant to do and what they're bringing, what it is that they're bringing into manifestation. Let's see the Five of Wands. It was like also, the sap is about a trickle, right? A trickle of resources was coming through, a trickle of wealth was coming through, but it was eventually going to grow into this flow, strong flow, but it needed to happen at the level that this person could process it and assimilate it. Look at that. Crack shot, competent, superior, precise, expert, sharp tongue, witty, clear cut, dead on, intense, target, showdown, effective, impressive, accurate, skilled, excel, arrogant, first class. Like I just said. And then we've got youth, mutable energy, breaking free, rebellious, insecure, idealistic, on the verge, try things out, naive, hormonal, finding self, impressionable, independent, receptive, strong-willed. So I think when this person barely started on whatever this was, whatever path they're on now, when they first started, they were a little insecure. They were very naive, maybe. They were very idealistic, but they didn't really trust themselves. They didn't really know themselves. So going through these karmic challenges, as difficult as it seemed at the time, was necessary. Because now this person has turned into somebody who is strong-willed. They're independent. They know themselves. They have they have a competency in whatever they're doing, a superior level of work or whatever it is that they're representing. It's a crack shot. They stand out because of the challenges they faced. This is amazing. So I'm going to clarify the last one, but let's move these up. Let's clarify this Queen of Coins. Clarify the Queen of Coins. So we've got Leo energy again: family, loyalty, faithful, allegiance, parents, children, siblings, fidelity, commitment, trust, affection, support systems, origins, tribe, dependable, sincere, kindred spirits. I think this person was, let's see, Scorpio energy: crystal ball, intuition, premonition, seeing clearly, discernment, perception, sixth sense, instinct, divination, future planning, ESP, past, present, future, gut reaction, inner knowing. It could have been that this person, you know, because we have she feels she knows, intuitively knew where they were supposed to go. But they couldn't see, they were at point A. They were like, I don't know how I'm going to get to point B. Especially not how I'm going to get all the way to Z, right? But they had to trust their intuition. They had to trust. They might have had to go through separating themselves from things that they were taught as a child, things that they were, the loyalties, allegiances they had to shift. And they had to trust that that was happening for a reason. So it was almost like unraveling of who they were and a rebuilding of who they needed to be to reach this manifestation, to reach their path. Let's see. Let's look at the next 3 cards. Next set, we've got the Nine of Wands, the Seven of Coins, and the Eight of Coins. I love that. With the Queen of Wands. Yep. Because with the Queen of Coins coming out, I feel like this is somebody who, although they were stable, they might have had a big heart, very generous person. They were very focused on what they had been taught as a child. So they had like a lot of these mental blockages, which made them insecure, made them, you know, maybe they were taught like, oh, money doesn't grow on trees. So they struggled to manifest. You don't get anything for nothing. Who do you think you are? Stepping outside of what our family has taught you, things like that. Nine of Wands. This is Sagittarius moon energy. This person has gone through so much. Look at this image. This is a soldier who looks exhausted, really. He looks fine, though. He made it. Usually this is the wounded warrior, and he's got some, oh yeah, there he is. I thought this was a ribbon. No, he's got cuts. He's been wounded, but he's in one piece, and he's not done yet. He's taken off his helmet because he's almost there, and he can feel it, but he ain't done, and he's ready for more. He's ready for the last battles. So whether this is a feminine or masculine, this is somebody who, they went through battles, but they trusted themselves. They listened to their intuition. They listened to their guides. They were navigating these things. Seven of Coins, Eight of Coins. So we've got Taurus and Virgo energy. Taurus, Saturn, Virgo, Sun. This is somebody who knew what the right thing to invest in was. And again, it gives a symbol of a tree, right? Something that needed to be planted and took time to develop. That's why Saturn is here. It's like you will get your rewards. You will get the fruits of your labor with Taurus. But with Saturn, it's going to take time. 7 coins. This could have been 7 years, 8 years. Either way, All that time was so that this person could perfect their craft, so that they could become the expert, so that they could become competent, they could become the impressive, accurate, skilled, first class crack shot. That was what the whole point of this. Because remember, Saturn may feel oppressive, but he's building you up. He's building you into strength. Let's clarify the Nine of Wands. Child energy, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius energy. Fixed, stubborn, inner child, do what you love, exploration, boundless energy, time to play, demanding attention, tireless, love to learn, imagination, delights in simple things. And then we've got still more Taurus energy. But see, this is the 9. Refinement, taste, culture, style, fine-tune, concentrate, develops over time, purify, filter, draw out, infusion, spirits, alcohol, perfume, reduction, cultivation. Like I said, when you think of Taurus, this is a really strong energy because Saturn actually is exalted in Taurus because they work together well. Saturn wants things to grow with time. So does Taurus. Taurus likes craftsmanship, likes perfection. And it's using the example of refinement, right? Alcohol, spirits that you're distilling. Those, when you put them, the longer they take to ferment, the higher quality they are, right? So it could have been that somebody needed to work on their inner child, needed to work on they needed to learn something. They were a baby. They were a child. They had a lot of growing to do. And now the 9 is the end of a cycle. And I explained this in the previous one, which is so interesting to me. Now we got, this energy is similar. Because it feels like a continuation of it. The 9 is the energy of one cycle and about to level up to the next. So somebody has taken the time to face these challenges. They didn't run. They didn't shirk their responsibility, their karmic duty. And now it's like they're a beverage, a fine wine that is now ready to drink. Let's look at the 7 of Coins. By the way, we also have the Queen of Wands here, so they're very confident now. Where before, remember, we had the youth energy, insecure, naive. Now, they're not. They know themselves. Total confidence in themselves. Confidence. Clarify 7 of Coins. Bonfire, Sagittarius energy again. Enthusiasm, energy, heated, intense, joy, ignite, passion, ecstasy, exhilaration, spark, community, sharing ideas, get things going, orgasm, fanaticism, fever, and fierce. And Gemini, Sapphire, mental force, spiritual insight, hope and faith, wise judgment, power and strength, kindness, life of the party, extroverted, motivate, precious, valued, holy, divine favor, revered. Oh, I love this. First of all, I love sapphires. But again, sapphires, emeralds, diamonds, rubies, stones that are precious. They are precious because, first of all, they're more rare than others. Second of all, they take a lot more to destroy than most. So this is somebody gaining a lot of mental strength, a lot of spiritual insight. They have levels of maybe spiritual gifts that other people don't have. They have power and strength. They're also very kind. They are, like, a lot of people look to them because life of the party, but this is somebody who's divinely favored. And a lot of people look up to them because we have revered, motivated, precious, valued. A lot of people look up to this person now. And maybe they didn't realize that because a bonfire starts with a spark, right? And this took time to build into this large, glowing flame that now is like, it's easy to see, but it took time to get it there, right? It didn't happen overnight. This is amazing. I love this. Clarify 8 of Coins. Uncertain. The situation or outcome is undetermined, but that did come out reversed. Let's do one more. Youth, again, mutable, breaking free, rebellious, insecure, idealistic, on the verge. Try things out, naive, hormonal, finding self, impressionable, independent, receptive, strong-willed. And then at the bottom of the deck, we've got constellation, Cancer energy, network, support, associates, gathered, meetings, socialize, organization, arrangement, a collection, exchanging data, influence, in connection with a large amount or quantity. You know, what's standing out to me about that is influence. I don't think this person realizes just how big of an influence they are on others. Uncertain came out in reverse, and I actually haven't done these in reversals, but why not, right? Where before maybe they were uncertain, they no longer are, because again, they're not the baby, the child, the youth. Now they've found themselves. They know who they are. They're very confident. They have a large network of support. They have people who, it's like a constant reminder that they get without even looking for it, because it's not like they're looking for validation. None of this says they're looking for external validation. But having people come up to them and say, hey, you inspire me. You're like this bonfire. You glow brightly. You remind me of where I'm going and how I got there. And I thank you so much. All of these things are a reminder to this person. Oh, that's right. I'm the shit. Not because they're self-centered or narcissistic, but because they know all the fucking work that they've put in, all the battles they've won to get to where they're at, right? It is amazing. I'm so excited. I'm going to start part 1 here. If you've enjoyed this, please make sure to comment, share, even if it's just a little emoji. A comment helps. React to the video. All of that helps my algorithm. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being patient yesterday. It was a shit show a little bit. Facebook was killing me. Part 2 is the only subscription you need to pay for, okay? Subscribing to YouTube costs nothing, all right? Okay. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.